plus over. And everybody, we are live. Woo! Who's ready to get into some Hand of Fate?
Yeah, just one hand to itch slap somebody as opposed to two.
Oh, it went. Excuse me. Yes, we wish to forfeit.
And so the game takes another life. Do not worry, though. You may try again. My piece takes yours, and the battle is ended. Try again.
Ooh, we got a new card. A Smuggler's War.
Shall we deal again?
Yes.
Win this round, and you will your first true prize, my cup.
To Jack of Dust. Yes. Start the game.
Did you expect me to tell your fortune? No. A fortune teller is at their most base and despicable when they begin to believe their own lies. Of course, I am different. My powers are genuine.
Okay.
Priests, gods, and eternal damnations. I have no truck with any of it. As you plunder the secrets of your memories, you'll gain new cards. Some you'll wish you'd left untouched.
You meet a wandering priest who greets you in a friendly manner. For a small share of your provisions, I will bless you in the name of the old gods. Do you wish to choose, Mew?
No, I do not wish to choose her.
I will flip the binary decision maker, which is basically the D2.
Instead of flipping me.
Because I want some surprise.
No!
We give the priest half our food.
Give the stupid priest half.
A choice. Select your desire.
He says a few words in the language of the old religion and gently touches your forehead. It is done. Draw one blessing.
Blessings will remain always active and are never removed. Unless you die, of course. Then you're back where you began, as always.
After your first chance card pick, you may return the card and draw again after shuffling. Interesting.
Well done.
The Song of the White Minotaur.
Let us take a token on their foolishness.
The Mug and Barrel Inn is renowned for attracting the most talented bards from all around. You arrive there, weary from your adventures, but tonight's entertainment convinces you to settle by the hearth for a while. Hours pass and crowds start to thin. The bard begins to move around the room, playing songs for small groups. He serenades a pair of young lovers for a meager sum, and is then generously tipped for leading a group of blacksmiths in a raucous chorus of foul language aimed at folks from the next town over. He approaches you. Well, well, well. What do we have here? A most distinguished adventurer. No tawdry tale
We don't have forever.
of insipid chivalry or brash tribalism will do. You, sir, merit a stirring ballad of bloodshed, heroism, and death. The bard sings for you the fable of the White Minotaur, a legendary beast who is master of both might and magic. Its power is such that it has felled every adventurer, bounty hunter, or treasure seeker that it has ever crossed. At the close of his song, the bard leans in close to you and whispers, "The White Minotaur is no myth. I met a man 2 nights ago who hunts the beast as if he were its long shadow. I'd wager that any adventurer would be interested in the tales he told over supper. All yours for a small donation." Oh.
Oh dear.
Oh! My apologies. I mistook you for someone with a sense of adventure. Asking more gold than I have. The Goblin King's Halls. Part 1.
I will happily wager on the outcome. I do not think you have what it takes.
One night as you lie in a forest clearing. Itch. You are disturbed by the sight of a shadowy figure watching from the darkness. "Well met," the goblin exclaims, stepping into the light and sitting by the fire. "Just the armed warrior I've been seeking. Ask him to elaborate." The goblin makes himself comfortable. "My name is Mr. Lionel, and I have a tale of woe to share with you, and perhaps an opportunity to make a tidy profit from my misfortune." He goes on to tell the story of his troubles with the king of the goblins, while lamenting his subsequent banishment from the goblin community. The king could have shown leniency, he concludes, given that his daughter and I were both drunk from the excellent Dolson brandy served at his coronation. Instead, he opted to make his first official act my banishment. The fool will regret it, though. For now, it is time for revenge, he says eagerly, taking out a strange amulet. For hundreds of years, the Goblin Kings have gathered treasure and hoarded it in a series of enchanted and ever-changing treasure vaults. Only the Goblin King himself knows where the treasure vaults are hidden, but I have a way to find them. I need a lock of elven hair to complete this magical device. Accept the task. Excellent. Just get the hair by any means possible. Don't worry, I'll find you again once your quest is complete. With that, he returns to the shadows and sits down behind a bush watching you.
Right.
Every step you take consumes food, but you will also heal as you proceed.
Okay? Take the stairs. You embark upon the next leg of your adventure.
You are on the final floor of our simple map. Your opponent waits here for you. Find him. If you defeat me, well, it is early to be talking about victories and losses. Let us see what you're made of.
The White Council, Chapter 1.
This token will unlock more cards if you can defeat this encounter.
As dust settles, you arrive at a small village known as Lesser Demsgate. The locals are gathered at a shabby-looking inn. Something must be done, shouts a voice, raised in anger. They took all our gold and food, one peasant wails. Will nobody stand up to them? Offer to help. They went that way, not an hour ago. You easily catch up with the band of ruffians. They seem overly confident and are in no rush. As you approach, the one who seems to be their leader notices you. Kill him, he commands, gesturing towards you. He looks like a troublemaker. The dealer draws 2 monster cards. 5 opponents does ye face. Please wait. Loading.
Now we begin to raise the stakes. The arena itself will fight against you. Beware of my traps.
Take away all your nifty stuff when you forfeit.
You gather the stolen supplies and return them to the villagers, saying those bandits will no longer trouble you. This card's token is now yours. Indecent arrival.
There's a token in it for you if you win.
You're minding your own business in a local tavern when suddenly 3 masked men burst through the doors, grabbing a young man from the bar and manhandling him outside. One patron burst out in protest, but is quickly silenced by the solemn stares of all the others around him. Leave them be, Garrett. If it is his time, then it must be done. Follow the masked attackers outside. Follow. You follow the masked men outside immediately. You are confronted by a large crowd wearing masks. Their leader speaks to you. Whoa there, stranger. I really prefer that no outsider witness what we're about here. I know this may look like a god-forsaken thing we do, But you have no idea of our troubles, so I'll ask you not to involve yourself. I will not ask twice. We have no time for objections. The crowd turns and drags away the young man, their torches burning a mournful light into the distance. Once the light has faded from sight, you follow their path into the forest. You catch up with them. To your surprise, they are gathered around a yawning portal that whirls with malicious
It has
portents.
been called the game of eternity that we play. I didn't think that meant you'd take forever to make a
Despite
decision.
their disguises, it is obvious that none of the hooded figures relish the sight before them. Many are obviously distraught. The captive is carried to the portal atop the shoulders of 6 people, as though they were his coffin bearers and he already dead. The young man's struggles are subdued by rope. Interrupt. You burst forth from the hiding place and plead with the assembled crowd not to go through whatever bizarre ritual they are engaged in. But you gain no support. Their leader eventually speaks above the crowd. This man is so adamant that one of our own should not be sent to the underworld, then perhaps he should go himself. You are immediately seized by the crowd and pushed towards the portal. Try as you might, they are too strong for you, and you cannot escape. You stumble and fall through the portal. You fall to the ground with only a gentle jolt. You find yourself in a forest that bears a most striking resemblance to where you just were, but with 2 striking differences. The crowd of masked onlookers is gone, and the sky burns with bright red flames. Out of the sulfur and flames emerges foul hell beasts. Eep!
Doesn't like that anything you're doing is really It could be wrong.
A hard-fought battle. A glorious battle. After you destroy the last hell beast, the portal starts back into life. You are lifted off your feet and sucked into the vortex before being deposited back into the leafy forest you were ejected from earlier. This card's token is now yours.
Your prize.
A traveling tinker. In a shady grove, off the beaten path, you find a traveling merchant looking to trade with wandering adventurers. Approach the shop. Greeting, wise traveler. I have much to offer you. Desperate measures. All weapon attacks are enhanced with a powerful poison that takes the victim's mind and body. The Explorer's Helm. And Mercenary Contract.
I'm sure you're grateful for that.
Leave the shop? Yes. And Jack of Dust.
Again, you face the Jack of Dust. Press on. Do not give up this early.
The bandit leader is stronger and faster than most bandits encountered. He can become enraged, making powerful, unblockable attacks. He also inspires his followers to steal gold on each hit. In the ruins of an ancient temple amongst the eternal shifting sand dunes lives the mysterious leader of the desert bandits, infamous for his reign of terror over any spice caravans that dare take their chances traveling through his domain. He rules as a king over the barren lands.
The stream went down. You got my...
And hold while I pause. Slash. And yes, we are recording.
It is...
And unpause.
But I think it took more than that you had.
You have discovered. Forward, Macduff.
The Jack of Dust. Still saying I think it took most of your cool stuff away when you purchased that one time.
Your provisions are running low. Can you press on?
And down you go. And yes,
Down into the worms with him. Perhaps there is peace for him in the grave, poor soul.
For dealing with the helpful priest, you receive 15 health, a healer's ring, and charity. For joining Mr. Lionel's quest, this card gains a token. The Maiden. For helping the people of Lesser Dimsgate, you receive the White Council, Part 2. For venturing into the underworld, you receive Alicia in Underworld.
Shall we deal again?
And that was the end of our quest to defeat Jack of Dust.